Kurumjay, a very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. And I'm Victoria Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee submits memorandum to Governor. Raises 5 constitutional questions on the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly. Five militants killed in factional clash between United Kuki National Army and Chin Kuki Mizo Army late last night at Devaizang Kuki village under Nungba police station in None district. Displaced villagers of Tairen Pokpi currently taking shelter at Tairen Pokpi Kulen relief camp likely to return to original homes within a week. And the Vice President of India and Chairman of Rajya Sabha Jagdeep Dhankar resigns from his post last night citing health reasons. And now to top stories. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC has returned to Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla raising 5 constitutional questions regarding 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly. A Congress delegation including AICC Executive Panel Member, Department of Law, HR and RTI, Bhupendra Mite, General Secretary, Organization and Legal Affairs, MPCC, Wahidur Rahman, Chairman, Law Department, MPCC, S. Samcharan, and Convener, Law Department, MPCC, L. Brojan, submitted the letter to Governor Edward Phavan today. In the letter, MPCC demanded clarification on the status of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly, Constitution of India, if in case a new Chief Minister of Manipur is to demonstrate his or her floor test in the Legislative Assembly will be tantamount to violation of the Article 174 Clause 1 and hence the Governor will be constitutionally barred from summoning the sitting for the next Assembly session of the remaining term of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly.
Akoina Governor the Hangli Madudi, Haji Lady Manipur Vidhan Sabha Hinglibra, number 1. Haji Lady Manipur Vidhan Sabha and Shirabra, number 2. Ahum Sabha Haji Lady Manipur Vidhan Sabha constitutionally deemed to be dissolved, Haina Lobo Yarabra, Mari Subda Haji Lady of Masida, Manipur Governor na Assembly as he dissolved down with the Makta sufficient necessary condition of the Lady Haina Lobi Rabra, Manga Subda, Haji Karigumano, which Minister Malaga, floor test down with the Makta Manipur Governor Assembly. Kaunu with the Mukta Samantha over the Article 174 sitting in the Pomatamda, Tataru can go from the Article 174 Clause 1, violate the Womatam, the Kanduna Governor, as floor test out of the Assembly Samantha, the House Samantha, Haibuno, Adu Governor, say Akoi Varki Samdang Matumina, as the House Samantha over the I think Malayra, I begin Wahang question Mangasi, in reply, they were expecting it from the governor.
In a suspected case of factional clash between United Kuki National Army and Chin Kuki Mizo Army, 5 militants were killed late last night at Devaizang Kuki village under Nungba police station in None district. Local sources reported that the incident took place in the remote and rugged hill village located about 53 km from Nungba headquarters, where road conditions are said to be extremely poor, making the area difficult to access. Following reports of the incident, a police team led by Officer in Charge OC of Nungba police station has set out for the site to investigate and gather further details. As of now, the exact cause of the clash remains unknown and police have not yet confirmed the identity of the deceased militants. Further details are still awaited. Villagers of Tairen Pokpi who are currently taking refuge at Tairen Pokpi Kulen relief camp are mostly likely to return to their original homes within this week. Officials of District Administration Imphal West, led by DC Mayanglambam Rajkumar, MSP DCL Health, PHED and the villages along with security forces visited at the village today and took stock of the situation there. During the visit, the villagers cleaned up their respective homes and surroundings as the preparation to shift there. Speaking in this regard, DC Rajkumar asserted that the measure is being taken up to ensure that the villagers of Tyrant Poppy are resettled in their original homes within this week as the first phase of resettlement plan. He added that 75,000 rupees will be initially provided to each and every household in the village through direct transfer to their bank accounts for repairing their homes. Continuing that the benefits given to the IDPs in the relief camps will be still entertained even after shifting to their respective homes, the DC is sure that the benefits of several governmental schemes like PMYA will also be provided to them for rehabilitation. He also informed that staffs of MSPDCL and government departments have started taking up relevant works to ensure that the villages are access to power supply and other basic amenities in their homes.
Public sing nasu moi ju meeting pham me haraga koi isagi keno da han lasi haibagi khongthang ji lorpa matamda hoi nasu district administration nasu masida pangba yaba tawba yaba hakcheng na isamak sida lai haraga tabak ton thol ngai gi ngasi jo khoi sengba su hore adagi district administration site ki su khoi napi sing bi songjil le khochel le mayam sida kapthokpa khothokpa district administration adagi health ki team PhD gi singi mai gi adamaina plop lagminare haraga moida khoina pigado support sing je khoi tanamina bani financial support kaktanatana other government ki support sing ju pire haraga punna khong thangmina na madugi step to launa na ba yengchen ba laksabani adana sigi week sigi manungda dum positive outcome ma dum tholak na bagi podama dum uba phangadra in khalli
isi masak laga dei mai makha ta ba dei lamsang ochi department ge to pasai ki mayam laga koi siri je kuta tawrame disi masan haira mes maina yum amamangi 75000 piraga yum chenjalaga handaki week sida yum sida chango aduga khoi hana dirita leiri kana phangba khudong chaba moina support tawba rasan kari gra do adu jum chang nai na khoi makha ta na adum pithani hek yum do khongjale na khoi ka oi kho loi na dumain haibirami disi masana akoina haining baje 75000 je khatana di akoi gi soi ba yum je chemjam badi yam wana thogadra di khale government na chidagi khara hakatla ning khoi di akoi gi yum jinga chilakani rang tharakani adai di sahi ani lang tho thamama yum ma du khoi hek changa ga lai bhai je yaroi ba chemjan chajan lo bugi chajan lo ba nga tane do chi do sa tai ba akoi je akoi isa gi ilanai oi je doira sarkar na condition lo bi ga dara chi jo ai khangjaning ba security je khoi na ha ba je mathak ta akoi ga moi ga tai na ba border je chira thambiu ha ba security je ro security hana thamama matung do khoi khongjan jage ha bine ba security lai ta na khoi na hana khongjala le bi di akoi ju ki je ha ba
President Draupadi Murmu has accepted the resignation of Jagdeep Dhankar as Vice President of India and forwarded it to the Ministry of Home Affairs. The announcement was formally conveyed after the Rajya Sabha informed members about the Home Ministry's notification confirming Dhankar's resignation with immediate effect. Jagdeep Dhankar, who stepped down citing medical reasons, tendered his resignation to President Draupadi Murmu on Monday evening, stating he was resigning with immediate effect. The Home Ministry subsequently issued a notification officially acknowledging the resignation of the Vice President of India under Article 67A of the Indian Constitution with immediate effect. 74-year-old Jagdeep Dhankar assumed office in August 2022 with a tenure originally set to run until August 2027. His resignation came on the opening day of the monsoon session of Parliament, marking a significant development in the country's political landscape. Meanwhile, Congress has claimed that there are far deeper reasons for Jagdeep Dhankar's resignation as the Vice President than the health reasons, citing by him and said his resignation speaks highly of him but poorly of those who got him elected to the post. On the other hand, clamour on the next Vice President of India is slowing building up. Under Article 68 Clause 2 of the Indian Constitution, an election to fill a vacancy in the office of the Vice President due to resignation must be held as soon as possible after it becomes vacant. RPIA Manipur State Vice President Sapam Kalipal has appealed the general public in Lamlai constituency to pursue agricultural progress and other developmental agendas rather than indulging in organizing feasts and other transient joys during election time. He was speaking on the sidelines of distributing fertilizers to farmers in Thamna Pokpi and Sanasavi villages under Lamlai Assembly constituency in Imphal East District. Speaking further, the RPIA Vice President emphasized the contributions of farmers and the need for flourishing agriculture sector, while highlighting the shortfalls in terms of agricultural support in Lamlai Assembly constituency and the hardships endured by farmers during agricultural season. Kanglipal noted that farmers are made to stand in long queues in front of agriculture office at Porampad by halting night to get the bag of urea in subsidized rate. He also cited an incident of dying a farmer in road mishap while going to take a bag of subsidized fertilizer few years ago.
Aina Lamlai Assembly Constituency ki miyam da thamjaning ba appeal di vote ki firal thiet na naba committee sembagi mahutta Lomi Singi Committee amam sembiyo adugi committee duna mathangi olakpa chahi je mathangi olakpa low ugadaba kum je sidaida laikai khuding makta lomi lisingani ga chawga dagi tadana or swai yami gai swai laikai dudaida lengang na piba mamam dudaida ai har soi phangan geba vote ki firan yungnanaba committee sembada tha yaubirunu kanaba nate lomi sing yai farakan da lamlai kendra je sakhulakadabneba haujiksu lamlai gi miyam ji porompata chalakanda agriculture office daida numichupam leperaga ahing dagi hoganaraga queue mamang thangnanaba na lepaga leibagi punsirom da dum leiriba aikhoida mase hainabi moi thokre awaba je aikhoigi punsirol ama oigraboi ningdana aikhoida duty oibadona tawdabe yadraba ithoina ureba madu natteba masi lomi sing yai fanadabde aina honajari je kanagumba ma chaibagi natte kanagumba ma hunbagi natte tawbirakte na complaint tawbusu natte haitare.
State-level Stop Diarrhea campaign on the theme Diarrhea ki Rokthaam, Safar or ORS se Rakhe Apna Dhyan was launched today. The 45-day-long campaign was launched by Health Services Director Dr. Chambo Gonmei in the function which was jointly organized by Child Health State Health Society NHM Manipur and Director of Health Services at Sangai Hall, Hotel Imphal. Speaking at the function, Dr. Chambo Gonmei urged all parents to keep their young children fit and healthy to prevent them from diarrhea, while cautioning that the illness could even claim lives. He also recommended to feed boiled water and breast milk besides ORS for children suffering with diarrhea. Responding to a media query regarding the pendency in NEET result, the health director asserted that it will be declared soon as the selection list has been finalized. Continuing that the result was pending due to some issues, he added that the matter has settled now after discussing with the health commissioner. During the function, ORS were fed to children besides demonstrating ORS preparation to the attendees.
6 months paubase mama ge khom khakta pitakadaba mama ge breast milk se 6 months se pitakadaba adu te ising piba dakali adu ga atei su cream te su piba dakali te adu na only breast milk pigadaba adu ga tamna weaning se togudabani adu eridi angang se diarrhea digi mohoye pinsi mangloi adubu mohoi se healthy way na legini aduna yaba makai makhoi bo chaba thakpagi sira akhoi pizza drink ai su akhoi khut se pachana hamgandaba any kind of infection se changbam tam sida say waterborne diseases foodborne diseases sabse asidigi angang sing se diarrhea tawra mohoi punsi chakhiba yam leibne aduna yaba makai di akhoi care lobi se lu nana leiba habisi yam daka we chinjak piba habisi su yam clean way na tawraga akhoi pibjaba habisi adu eridi akhoi sigi mortality rate se natraga death rate se yamna hanthagani aduga angang sing se healthy way na legni hai.
Stopped Diarrhea campaign aimed at achieving zero child deaths due to diarrhea was also launched today at Lamdeng Community Hall in Imphal West District. The program was jointly organized by District Health Mission Society and the Ayushman Arogya Mandir Sub-Center Lamdeng. The launch event was attended by Additional District Magistrate of Imphal West, K. Jadumani, Chief Medical Officer, Dr. N.G. Dayabati, Medical Officer of Kurkul PAC, Dr. Upen, District Program Officer of ICDS, T. Roshini Chand, and Chairperson of RDO Lamsang, W. Sumati. Speaking at the occasion, District Family Welfare Officer Dr. Yumnam Kesorjit emphasized that the main objective of the campaign is to reduce child mortality by preventing diarrhea-related deaths. He pointed out that diarrhea cases increased significantly during the rainy season, posing serious threat to children under 5. As a part of the campaign, ASHA workers will distribute ORS and zinc tablets to children below 5 years of age. They will also educate families about the proper hand washing, importance of drinking safe water and using sanitary toilets to prevent infections. Dr. Kesorjit also stressed the role of immunization, MR vaccination and vitamin supplementation in diarrhea prevention. He appealed to health workers, ASHAs, PRI members and public to extend full cooperation to make the campaign successful. The total active cases of COVID-19 in the state stands at 13, as 6 COVID-19 cases were reported from Imphal West and Imphal East districts today. A total of 25 samples were tested today, and out of which 6 samples came out positive for COVID-19. With that, the cumulative COVID-19 positive cases in the state have risen to 339 since the outbreak of fresh variant this year. On the other hand, 2 persons were discharged after recovering from COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. A free coaching program for G and NEET aspirants has been launched in Sagolban Assembly constituency, marking significant step towards empowering underprivileged students. The initiative is jointly sponsored by Sagolban Constituency Progressive Committee (SCPC) and Nachuam Idu Foundation under the leadership of MLA R.K. Imo. The program will benefit 20 to 25 deserving students, including 5 seats reserved for internally displaced persons (IDPs). The coaching aims to provide quality training to students aspiring for competitive entrance exams like Z and NEET. Addressing parents, teachers, students meet, MLA R.K. Imo said the initiative is an extension of the MLA Ana Layengi Tengbang scheme launched in 2022. The scheme has so far provided financial assistance of 20,000 rupees each to over 300 patients suffering from cancer, kidney and heart-related diseases in the constituency. Recognizing the current challenges in the education sector, the MLA emphasized that the goal is not merely to celebrate toppers, but to support and guide students throughout their journey. He appreciated the resilience of IDP students and announced that the SCPC will bear the rental expenses of selected displaced students, ensuring that they can study without additional stress. The MLA also urged the teachers to give their best in monitoring the students and encourage the aspirants to remain dedicated and focused. Meanwhile, with the successful trial run of Tera overhead water tank and completion of a new pipeline network installed during the 2023 water crisis, almost 98% of previously dried areas now have access to regular water supply. A new overhead water tank is also being constructed at Sri Sri Govindaji Bijoy Govinda complex under Amrud 2.0, which will increase the total number of operational water tanks in the constituency to 4 numbers. These development is expected to enhance and stabilize the water supply across all localities.
Education is like there are so many other co-curricular activities we have to be but at this point of time, this particular lines the Marudovalina, the Honorina, the next 1 to 2 years, the Honor and see the priority piva, focus piva, and at the same time, young ka and attention to the overconfidence we are in life. Confidence like but overconfidence we are there's a fine balance. Thin line, Hinzendos we are there, Walandos we are there, Honor so Honor we are there. Aduga, they had a young attention to we are see the enemy and the coming is equal. Kind of point of view, Aduga, at the same time, relax or like Paraga, Numavel, my performance.
District Administration Thoubal has urged all concerned to remove unauthorized shops, houses and all kinds of structures that are built in public spaces within July 30th. Addressing a press meet held today at the conference hall of DC Thoubal, ADM Thoubal, Aribam Amerjin informed about issuance of notification for removal of unauthorized structures obstructing footpaths, roads and public spaces within July 30th. Continuing that, the official of district administration will carry out eviction drive from the next day onwards. Amerjin aided those who defy the order will be awarded penalty. He also sought public cooperation in this regard.
Madugi Sidokada Sangiba, penalty provisions, high structure sing adugi onto Viriamiba, Mapusing Dunamadu, Mana Madu, Igadobuni, Haver Musque, impost of Zarakani, Aduna, high Punuma Sea, Totanabi the Makta, Masam Sana Kanga, Equine Hojik Hazeriba, Amukasu Nizeri, July Tan Kuntra, 2025 Wanunda, Sana Kanga Kanga, Topinava, Haina, Hana, distribution site.
The Lower Phaibung Jukreimai village Authority Council has urged District Administration and NHIDCL to either fix the landslide affected National Highway 102A, that is Tadubi to Ukul Road, or to lay pebble on the diversion road, which passes through a village ground, a school and a church, as the diversion road poses huge threat to villages and school children owing to poor maintenance. The village authority has also demanded compensation for families affected by landslide, which was reportedly triggered by new cutting of the National Highway 102A. While maintaining that, village authority has decided to close the diversion road until NHIDCL and relevant authority fulfill their demands. It further maintained that the diversion road passing through the only school in the village poses risks to students' safety due to the severely slippery condition of the road. Students no longer had the proper space to conduct school assemblies, as half of the compound was converted into the diversion road. The landslide also affected residents on the top of the hill, where landowners refused to clear the landslide debris for fear of further damage in the future. The village chairman stated that villagers have been spending sleepless nights whenever a vehicle gets stuck in the middle of the village due to sticky mud and slippery conditions. When a JCB from the construction company is called in, villagers claim it often worsens the problem by digging deeper when trying to extract stuck vehicles. The Village Authority Council appeals to the construction company and the district administration to resolve the issue with the affected landowners and reopen the highway. They have also urged the relevant authority to lay pebbles on the diversion road before the highway gets repaired. Lauri Kongthang Lup advisor Hamom Dhani has urged NIA to immediately stop summoning and harassing villagers of Mongbung village unnecessarily. Addressing a press release held today at GD Kaithiel Shanglan, Dhani accused NIA of threatening and coercing villagers from Mongbung to drag Arambai Tengol volunteers and certain elements into firing incidences that occurred during the peak of the ongoing crisis. He went on to allege that NIA officials continue to summon some villagers from Mongbung, despite several organizations from Jiribam district urged the investigating agency to stop such act in the past, asserting that such conducts of NIA evoke strong apprehension among the villagers after they started returning to normal lives since the crisis gets subsided. Dhani warned that NIA should be held accountable in case any untoward incidents occurred due to their conducts. Members of AJMP, Waset, Mongbung Meira Paibi, Laidenbi Lekai Nupi Marup and Jim Wak also attended the press meet.
Mongbungda Kunda Laita Lairuba, Lan Kamna Bamapamdu, the Lairuba Damak, Kaukala Mibuki, Helaga, on the Tainable Lambi, the Puna Bohonabadudi, Maral Litabada, Maran Sidna, Miam Prajabu, Aran Bashing the Salana Bohona Biba, Tawanga sheep, Tobiganu, Masitoba Targadi, Ahen Bakongjang Kaya Sangshil Latana, Amuk Nong Najidi, the Anova Mayam Horkani, Kanana Hokat Pamaino, Kanana Sukat Pamaino Haradi, and I and the Suba Maini have a semi Shing the Tadran Lerabani.
Model Higher Secondary School Vice Principal Thokchom Nandani has expressed concern on the disruption created by the ongoing pen-down strike imposed by the Lecturers Association Manipur 2018 batch to the academic atmosphere of the school. She was speaking on the impacts of the pen-down strike being carried out by the lecturers of the institute in its campus. Speaking further, the vice principal stated that the school authority has faced immense inconveniences in conducting normal classes as 12 lecturers have joined the protest. She also urged the authorities concerned to bring a solution on the matter at the earliest.
Sing Haragadi Handaki Mogi pen down stacked out with Snaki school, the Dukimati Hore Haitare, so Loxi Hazan Pipi the Bayani class, the Demo say no mother pet of Maris and Gozanga Taneba. We school the Yawasi or Zatrama Twini, no mother quite the menace of Gomatam Dayamna school Sigi Awabam Oideba. At the Huziki among school Sigi Yamnakana class of Kolakomatam neba. Sigi Peratsida was asking Changana Hoki Hype say, Satra Sigi Handaki academic Simadi Pura Hello and neighbor. China government citation when hygienic is a Yam Tuna Mogi problems. Solve Toraga, Moina Pamiba demanded to Napitopi Graga, Akogi school, horrible things to mention Haningina Tragadi, Satra Singsigi, Asweba Masuloila Ani.
On the other hand, the protesting teacher Karnajit Nepram said 603 teachers of 2018 batch were regularized through a cabinet decision in January 2022 and subsequently in April 2022, an order was issued confirming regular salary as per the norms. However, these teachers have not yet received their salary. While maintaining that the 3 of the teachers have passed away before getting their salaries, Karnajit urged the relevant authority to disperse the salaries for these 603 teachers of 2018 batch.
We model higher secondary school gidi 603 dagi yaw wa ja ko trying thoini akoi 12 sigi akoi dedication without any koi salary phang ko phang da bida akoi na thadari effort se sahi ahum henjal akoi model higher secondary se 2024 da zero failure rate adana akoi class 12 ta akoi school ji award ko phangre aso wana oza sing dedication ama yauna honor iba effort sing da sarkar ge side tigi singum recognition in terms of salary da ko pb bulai aduna akoi oza sing extremely work panina akoi da khang bogi patient se akoi hojik tolerate to bujing ngamdre haba ko yar masigi awaba myam ji yeng biraga haitare akoi gi pen down se masi yam thun lotion da bidam da akoi sarkar da akoi na haijari base akoi na tawjebe demand se masi khar thun lotion bina haijari.
Meanwhile, Lanchenba Namerakpam, a student of the school, said the ongoing pen-down strike has affected their academic atmosphere and urged the relevant authority to take necessary actions in the interests of student community.
Akoigi ozasing na pen down strike sa thawa oibna akoigi school gi classing sa sang na tawjadre aduga akoi government na akoi ozasing na tawiriba demand asiu medium sangviduna ozasing demand sida thungan biu na tragadi akoi mahai roising akoi na irang si yaksulakuna irang che sahon nawa thon gi ganu haidana sakar da haijari akoi nolupna.
Meanwhile, normal classes were also affected at various schools due to the ongoing pen-down strike by teachers of 2018 batch who have been demanding payment of their salaries as regularized employees. Normal classes could not be conducted at Iboton Sana Girls Higher Secondary School at Uripok, Ananda Singh Higher Secondary School, Chekon, and Chawyaima Higher Secondary School in Thawbal due to the ongoing strike. Socialist Students Union of Manipur, SSUM, has urged Manipur University Authority to correct alleged errors and irregularities in the recruitment process for Teacher Education Department. In the press statement issued on Monday, SSUM expressed serious concern over what it described as a huge shadow of corruption in the ongoing recruitment exercise. The student body accused the university of attempting to appoint candidates with personal links to the authorities in violation of fair recruitment norms. SSUM called upon the university to immediately stop the alleged biased recruitment process and to strictly follow established rules and regulations. The union also warned that it will initiate a legal action if the university fails to address the issue. Further, SSUM questioned whether the university administration is aware of the alleged irregularities. It asserted that if the authorities are unaware, they must investigate the matter thoroughly in the wake of the press release. Reiterating its stand against corruption and nepotism in the education sector, SSUM said it will continue to monitor the situation to ensure transparency and merit-based recruitment in the university. Assam Rifles celebrated National Flag Day at Don Bosco High School and several company operating bases, Tamenglong district today. The event began with a flag hoisting ceremony where the Indian tricolour was proudly raised, followed by the national anthem. The event was attended by students, teachers and locals. This was followed by a awareness lecture on the Flag Code of India, where Assam Rifles personnel explained how to properly respect and use the Indian flag. Students and villagers were informed about the meaning of the tricolour and the right ways to display it at home or in public. A painting competition was also held for school children, and the best entries were presented with prizes, and all participants also received appreciation. Students' Union of Kanglei Park, SUK, will organize the annual SUK state-level spelling competition, and Kanglei Park Punbagi Aribalon, that is Kanglei Longi Wahanthok Changdam Naba, in August and September this year. Making the announcement today at its office in Wangkai, convener of Mobilization Subcommittee Ranjit Kuman informed that for spelling competition, students in class 5 to 7 will compete under category A, while those in class 8 to 10 will compete in category B. On the other hand, for Kanglei Longi Wahanthok Changdam Naba, students till postgraduate level can take part in the competition. The spelling competition will be held from August 24 to September 14, while Kanglei Longi Wahanthok Changdam Naba will be held from September 7 to 14. Speaking further, Ranjit Kuman also informed that students from relief camps can take part in the competitions without paying any registration fees.
Masiki competition asina koi na tawli masi koi ki satra singsi koi ki word ki wahi ki school da kai da koi hai bagi sang hai ra ibai sang yam thina handa ki ba oja sin guide or notes oiro covid na ga swala kana da magi suggestion ma'am pi din to ki ma'am sing adu hai badi isha na ga hai ra iba or sumba competitive am lai ta ra ga di makoi da tungi thauna sing hai badi tung oi coin hai tare P3 da lai ba sumaina spelling competition sing oiro sida su saruk ya ba yana bagi khudong ja ba do step by step khoi na da maina
Foundation for Rural Urban Development Manipur, in short FRUDEM, has urged both the central and state governments to look all the communities in the state equally and work in accordance with this. In this statement, FRUDEM advocated appliance of equal law to all, adding that action should be taken against those who commit wrongful deeds as per the law, irrespective of who they are. It also asks to encourage those who do good deeds. Now moving on to national news. Both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha were adjourned for the day amid the ongoing protests by the members of the opposition over the special intensive revision in Bihar, aftermath of Pahalgam terror attack and the sudden resignation of the Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. In Rajya Sabha, the House convened with Ghanshyam Tiwari, who was in the chair, officially conveying about the resignation of Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. In Lok Sabha, the proceeding was marred by second unscheduled adjournment, both within minutes of convening as the opposition continued their protests, seeking a discussion on the special intensive revision of electoral rolls in Bihar. Both the houses were reconvened tomorrow at 11 a.m. After over 6 decades in service, the Indian Air Force is preparing to formally retire its last MiG-21 Bison jets in September. The Soviet-era MiG-21 fighter jets will be replaced with the single-engine Mk-1A. The MiG-21, known as the workhorse of the Air Force, entered service in 1963 on a trial basis, a year after India bought them from the Soviet Union. The supersonic fighter jets were India's first combat aircraft of non-Western origin. They went on to become the assets of the IAF from 1970 to the mid-2000s till the Su-30 MKIs were pressed into action. The aircraft could operate in all the weather and carry a wide variety of air-to-ground munitions in attack role. MiG-21 jets currently operated by the 23 Squadron, also known as the Panthers. The jets have played a role in several major conflicts that include 1965 and 1971 wars with Pakistan, the Kargil 1999, Balakot airstrikes 2019 and most recently the Operation Sindhu. And now the weather report. According to ICR Regional Center, Imphal state's maximum temperature was recorded at 34.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 89% in the morning and 57% in the evening today. Meanwhile, IFD has issued a yellow alert for all districts in Manipur in the next 48 hours, with prediction for thunderstorm, with lighting at isolated places in all districts in the state. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee submits memorandum to Governor, raises 5 constitutional questions on 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly. 5 militants killed in the factional clash between the United Kuki National Army and Chin Kuki Mizo Army late last night at Devejang Kuki village under Nungba police station in None district. Displaced villagers of Tarian Pokpi currently taking shelter at Tarian Pokpi Kolen relief camp, likely to return to original homes within a week. And Vice President of India and Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Jagdeep Dhankar, resigns from his post last night, citing health reasons. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates. Till then, good night.